My name is Victoria Head and this is my practice series on healthcare in the built environment. In this practice series, I'm going to cover a number of topics within the healthcare sector specifically. That will be from the very early stages of development with including the life cycle of how a project develops with construction, modern methods of construction, maintenance, the life cycle of a scheme, plus also just reflecting on some of the challenges both within the healthcare sector, within my own career and also more widely with the industry. I'm the Commercial and Performance Director at Archus. I'm a construction project manager by background. I've been doing that for around 17, 18 years, and I've been in my role for about 3.5 years. So I've definitely specialised in healthcare, construction and infrastructure projects, and that's really where I've been for the past, sort of 17, 18 years. I did my master's in construction project management covering all sectors, but have predominantly just worked in healthcare and really enjoy it. I've worked on quite a variety of projects in terms of scale and types of schemes, etc. There's a few. I always remember my first big project, which was a £50 million community hospital in South Bristol. It was the first one that I was wholly responsible for, and it felt like a big thing, and I'm still very proud of that one. And then towards the kind of more recently is the Grange University Hospital, a really big development in South East Wales, where I was the project director. It was the only scheme to be delivered ahead of time, under budget, in the last decade in the United Kingdom, and also we responded during COVID, so there's a real emotional draw there. It was one of the biggest successes in my career, and I still talk about it a lot and get a lot of people take the mickey out of me for how much I talk about it. So when I joined Archus, it was quite an intentional move, and it was because I'd worked in a number of organisations that I'd had great fun in and progressed in my career, but had also seen some of the shortcomings in those organisations. And certainly for joining Archus was that it was an organisation that was born out of having learnt from different organisations and wanting to do things differently. By that, it means that it was still grounded in being a professional organisation providing consultancy services to the construction industry, but very much around putting inclusion, flexibility, diversity at the heart of it. So being part of an organisation where you felt like you could influence and make a positive impact felt really important to me. I'd say there's a move now for more organisations to be much more forthright and forthcoming with that approach. I think key for me, though, is quite a lot of organisations are talking that, but actually the actions aren't really kind of carrying through. And the heart of the organisations can sometimes still be very wedded in a male-dominated adversarial approach, which this industry just needs to change. It's not the future of it, and neither should it be. I started my career and was lucky enough to work with a number of people that gave me their time and their expertise to kind of guide and help me develop. And it's something that I've recognised that I like to do that as well. So I do mentor within the industry and I thoroughly enjoy that. My approach is very informal and relaxed in what I do. And it's really around the individual's approach to how they want to work. I think for me, what I've recognised is that females trying to progress within the construction industry can sometimes be that you have to take on a male persona. And actually my approach has always been that I like to bring, for not wanting to use like an Americanism, like my authentic self, and I'll be very honest with that. And all I ask back is that people treat me fairly in that. And that's what I try to share, that you don't have to step into somebody else's shoes. You're your own person, but just be really clear and that takes time, dedication. And you also have to accept that takes work as well. You need to be capable in what you're doing. So, commit to yourself in what you're doing, further develop, further study, etc. But also think about what sort of person you are and what sort of leader you want to be.